The machines help as well in the automatic, breakage check on the tooling. And then the remaining bit really is just down to us having the time, and we've figured it out over the years. We know the sweet spots, we know how hard we can push stuff, and generally we've just kind of got ourselves in a really good position where we can reliably run those jobs without really many problems at all.
So Darren, we've travelled here to Silverstone, to Alitech. Tell me a little bit about it and about you and the journey of Alitech.
So we're a 10-year-old company now, in a different place to what we thought we were going to be 10 years ago. Started just me, 1 to 2 machines, and back then we were just looking at designing and making small parts for basically like tuning shops. Fast forward to now, 10 years later, 9 machines strong, a dozen employees, and supplying quite a few of sort of the big Formula One and motorsport companies in the area.
Now, you've got quite a lot of machines for the amount of staff you have. So how do you make that work?
Staff are a problem nowadays in that, the skill set, it's hard to find good people. That's compounded in this area because we're in Motorsport Valley. There's a lot of Formula One teams around. They do tend to kind of cherry pick the stronger guys. So it's how you change it up really and reduce the exposure for us as a company. And the best way we found of doing that now is we have a really good, small, highly skilled team that do the programming and the setting up on our 5-axis machines. And we rely very heavily on the machines and the automation that we have now to pull the majority of the work over the line.
So let's go on to the machines you have. Now, obviously you started with 3-axis and then got your first 5-axis from Kingsbury. So talk us through that decision, and why did you go for a Hermle from the start?
So back when we brought the first one, our main concern was service. It was such a huge investment for us that in the situation that machine broke down, and if it didn't get fixed for 4 to 6 weeks, which are some of the stories you hear, that would basically have wiped us out as a company. So service was the number one factor, and the service from Kingsbury and Hermle is absolutely spot on. It's nice that it's coupled with a machine that is super accurate, super reliable, and does everything else to the best of its ability. But yeah, service was the primary all the way.
And you don't normally see machines of this complexity in a shop this small. So how was it getting these machines in from the start? Because obviously to finance one of these, the banks must have not been your friend.
Yeah, it's always difficult. As a company, we've grown pretty quickly. Typically we buy a machine pretty much every year, I think. Kingsbury helped us a lot with the first one. I mean, our first machine was sort of, not that you can call a Hermle an entry-level machine, but it was a performance line, so a little bit cheaper than the high-performance ones that we have now. But Kingsbury really helped us, flexible options on, deposits and how we made it happen, removed some red tape, shall we say, that you would normally encounter if you just went to a bank.
And does that grow into the partnership you and Kingsbury have now got? Because for them to trust you, you've got to trust them to make sure everything works to the best of each company's abilities.
Yeah, I think it's very much a two-way street. We've got the confidence in the product, we've got 4 of them now, so they work very hard to make sure we're happy as a customer. And then in the other regard, they've helped us a lot as well because they have the confidence. We hope they can see that we're a nice progressive company, we work very hard, so they're willing to take a bit of a risk with us and help us out in ways that they might not always. It's just a nice working relationship I think we've established over the last 5 years.
And it's great to see when you look round. You don't have much space, but you seem to find space for all these machines.
Yeah.
So how is it that you can keep all 9 machines running, but we spoke before, you only have 2 full-time members of staff?
Yeah, so the full-time members of staff primarily are just running the 3-axis machines, which we really only use for, stock preps, second operations. We let the 5-axis do the majority of our turnover. And the way we operate, we just rely heavily on the software, we standardise our tool sets. The time actually required on the machines is very minimal, I think, compared to some places you go. And because of the footprint of the building, the automation just assists hugely. We've got an automation cell that can probably produce the same amount of work that you could do on 4 or 5 non-automated 5-axis machines
Now, you do a lot of work in motorsport, and obviously you don't get many batch runs in that. A lot of your work is one-offs and really high tolerance, really nice looking parts. So how do you have the trust in the software and the machines to be able to program that part and then just run it through the night without, most companies would have somebody stood there knife and fork in the first one, checking every diameter, but you guys don't do that.
Yeah, some of it, I like to think we're, at the sharp end of technology. We invest, we don't scrimp, so, we've invested heavily in the right cam software. We've got full simulation models for everything. And then I think the other half of it is our processes in the standardized tool libraries, standardized datum sets. We try to remove the ability to make a cock-up. The machines help as well in the automatic breakage check on the tooling. And then the remaining bit really is just down to us having the time, and we've figured it out over the years. We know the sweet spots, we know how hard we can push stuff, and generally we've just kind of got ourselves in a really good position where we can reliably run those jobs without really many problems at all.
Now, Darren, you just took delivery of your latest machine, so tell us about it, because it's quite a big machine.
It's a huge investment for us. I think the decision was quite easy, although it was a lot of money. We've proved out on the C22 behind us that automation works for us as a company, even though we mostly do one-offs and very low batch manufacture parts. It was just a natural progression for us. Bigger machine means we can now automate some of the larger parts that we typically have only run in our larger C42 behind us. But yeah, it means now we can run lights out pretty much on all parts we need to manufacture.
Now, I've got to ask, and this will be one of the final questions I have for you. First off, congratulations on the addition of the new baby.
Thank you.
Now, automation, does that mean you'll be able to spend more time at home with these still running?
We as a company needed to go down this road anyway, but certainly with a newborn at home, I'm not 21 years old anymore, doing 7 days a week like we have done. It's just getting harder and harder, and with a baby at home as well, divorce would be on the horizon. So the way I look at it is expensive machine, much cheaper than a divorce. Sounds like a good deal to me.
And I'm guessing Kingsbury thought nicely as well, because they got another machine out of you.
Yeah, no, I think they're very happy to sell it. It's a very high spec machine. I believe it's one of the highest spec ones in the country of that model. So yeah, it's good for all involved, I think.
And just final question from me. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the machines you've got and you guys, but has Richard and Kingsbury really helped you get to where you are today because of the investments and the trust they've had in you as a company to help you out with this type of machinery? Because let's be honest, you don't normally see machinery like this producing parts like you're making with the one-offs, but it's really great to see.
Yeah, no, I think we've both worked really well at growing that relationship over the last sort of 5 years or so. Obviously, COVID was a tough time for everyone. They helped us then. They've helped us with the one behind us. They helped us with the new one. But it's a two-way street. We've got confidence in the kit that they sell, so I don't think we would ever stray from the path of Hermle now. We're so happy with them, and it's nice to see that they obviously think we're doing something right, so they're willing to assist us beyond what they would maybe do for anyone off the street.